Greetings in Christ and welcome to our channel. I pray that you have an amazing day in Christ. We hope you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on the latest information. Come along on a journey with us and see this movie through to the end. In a world full of uncertainty and challenges, recent revelations attributed to the Virgin Mary serve as a wake-up call, urging people to prepare for what is ahead. With its foundations in compassion and faith, this message exhorts Christians to fortify their bodies and souls in anticipation of circumstances that may test the unity of our community and individual resilience. Among these upcoming trials, a peculiar skin condition is specifically mentioned, along with other potential challenges that could affect the course of human history. The Virgin Mary conveys a message of hope and warning. She encourages believers to remain close to God and actively practice their religion by prayer, devotion, and reflection. By stressing the power of the Rosary and the significance of participating in sacraments like confession and the Eucharist, this call to action highlights the need of strengthening one's connection with God as a foundation for facing any storm. As the world undergoes seemingly insurmountable changes, believers are urged to embrace both spiritual and physical readiness. In addition to encouraging people to acquire the tools they will need at home to handle any challenges that may come, the Virgin Mary places a strong emphasis on cultivating the virtues of compassion, charity, and communal solidarity. During trying circumstances, a spirit of selflessness and solidarity can provide comfort, strength, and resilience, allowing us to support one another. The teaching of the Virgin Mary has a major role in addressing the ethical and spiritual problems that have surfaced in modern society. Increased luxury and commercialization, along with a discernible decline in monastic vocations, are signs of a society on the verge of extinction. The message calls on believers to avoid materialistic temptations and re-establish a connection with the teachings of the gospel, citing these tendencies as contributing to a broader sense of moral degradation. The everlasting qualities of faith, humility, and charity are emphasized by this call to return to a life of devotion and simplicity. At a time when society seems to be drifting further away from these ideals, the Virgin Mary exhorts people to exercise vigilance when it comes to false teachings that could mislead or draw attention away from the gospel's actual message. This attentiveness requires not just an understanding of one's faith, but also a commitment to living by it and demonstrating divine love in a society that often places a higher value on self-interest than generosity. By embracing these principles, believers can combat the forces of moral decline and inspire others. The Virgin Mary's message highlights that this return to basic principles is not only a personal journey, but also a communal obligation, encouraging everyone to contribute to a society that exemplifies Christ's teachings. The message of the Virgin Mary also includes warnings about the potential for natural disasters and political upheaval. In a world where societal conflicts and environmental changes are already happening, these predictions are both concerning and relevant. Instead of viewing such events as reasons for fear, believers are encouraged to view them as opportunities for spiritual growth and as reminders to become nearer to God. The importance of prayer and divine protection, especially in trying times, is emphasized by the Virgin Mary. The picture of devotion to the Virgin Mary herself is one of protection and comfort, a mother figure offering guidance and protection in the face of impending adversity. Those who adhere to their ideas are protected in the same manner that a mother shields her children. Because she stands for strength and hope in the midst of hardship, the Virgin Mary's protective role is significant. The faithful are encouraged to pray for consolation, rely on her intercession, and trust in divine providence even in the most trying situations. The message also alludes to historical prophecies, like Padre Pio's, that forecast 3 days of darkness and other catastrophic events that will test humanity. These cautions serve as a reminder of the seriousness of the times and the need for material, and more importantly, spiritual preparation. This portion of the speech highlights the need of accumulating necessities and strengthening oneself by prayer and a deeper relationship with God. The purpose of such preparations, which are grounded in a faith that trusts in God's guidance and protection, is to encourage preparedness rather than to inspire fear. The Virgin Mary's message emphasizes that the indications of these times are clear to those who are willing to notice them, and exhorts people to heed the spiritual summons to awaken. It asserts that a collective spiritual awakening will be necessary to overcome the obstacles that lay ahead. Ignoring these signs would be a missed opportunity for spiritual growth on both a personal and a collective level, the message warns. In her speech, the Virgin Mary also emphasizes the metaphorical significance of lilies as representations of purity and faith. Often associated with chastity and simplicity, the lily serves as a reminder to lead a morally pure life. Especially at times of moral uncertainty, believers are encouraged to develop the qualities of devotion, honesty, and purity in their hearts. This message's use of the lily highlights the transformative power of prayer, love, and compassion. In addition to building individual resilience, these attributes can be utilized to mend the greater community. The Virgin Mary urges believers to live up to these qualities so that they can give others around them hope, comfort, and strength. At its core, the Virgin Mary's message is one of strength, unity, and vigilance. She encourages believers to grow in their faith, support one another in love and charity, and face the challenges that lie ahead with courage and solidarity. She emphasizes that these challenges are not intended as punishments, but rather as opportunities for growth and change on a personal level, for bolstering one's faith, and for confirming one's dedication to the values of compassion and humility. Believers can be sure that God's love and the Virgin Mary's protection will always be there, even in the most trying situations. They are called to become instruments of light through perseverance, prayer, and unwavering faith in a world that may soon experience tremendous darkness. The message says that now is the time for everyone to provide their communities hope, peace, and direction by living out divine love. The discourse places particular emphasis on social worship and the sacraments. To maintain a strong spiritual foundation, it is recommended to regularly partake in the sacraments, especially the Eucharist and confession. The Virgin Mary emphasizes the Rosary, a prayer that has long been seen to be a way to acquire divine protection and intercession. According to the Virgin Mary, prayer is a powerful defense against both visible and invisible adversity. It calms the soul, strengthens faith, and provides a link to the Almighty that can help people overcome any obstacle. Community worship is also encouraged because it fosters solidarity in the face of hardship, reaffirms shared ideals, and fortifies bonds of support. In conclusion, there are both a promise and a warning in the words of the Virgin Mary. Although it assures individuals that they are not alone, it also forewarns them of the challenges that lie ahead, including political unrest, natural calamities, moral deterioration, and an odd plague. If they get closer to God, develop their faith, and support one another, they might be able to face the challenges that lie ahead with hope and strength. When circumstances are confusing, the Virgin Mary teaches us to utilize faith, love, and humility as compass points. It encourages Christians to view every hardship as an opportunity for spiritual development and a way to deepen their commitment to God's teachings, rather than as a hardship. The believers have trust that divine direction will light the path on this path of compassion, unity, and faith. eventually leading humanity through the storm and toward a more tranquil and promising future. During trying times, believers are urged to hold fast to the promises of God's love and the Virgin Mary's protection. In a world that more than ever requires the enduring power of divine love, they are called to be resilient and optimistic agents. They must approach this with an open heart, a spirit of unity, and unwavering faith. With the knowledge that God's light will return to humanity after the storm, this is not only preparation for survival, but also for a life founded on the timeless values of charity, hope, and faith. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Your presence and participation have made this study compelling and important. Until the next time, may the stories we have shared about the human condition inspire and encourage you.